So I'm going to try and remember to speak the name of the zodiac that I'm referring to before I start, because I just keep forgetting to mention the zodiac. So we're doing Sagittarius today, and it says this person wants you to be single forever, can't admit to themselves what they can't admit to themselves that you are pretty and enjoyable to be around. This sounds like a consciousness thing. Yeah, like somebody's hating on you. I feel like they're hating on you for the way you act. Like you're acting like you're pretty is what they're saying. That's what I'm getting. Somebody who thinks they're your friend or thinks that you think they're your friend, somehow they feel like there's a relationship or connection with you, that they feel like they can criticize you in some way. Oh my goodness. Okay, you have Page of Cups in reverse. I feel very childish, very high school energy. Emotionally childish. Sagittarius. Something you're dealing with. I don't know. I just feel like they're haters, and it's very clear that they're haters if they're hating on your looks, for one. And it's also kind of funny. I don't know why it's funny. I really can't pinpoint exactly why, but it just seems childish. Almost like someone's laughing for no reason. Someone called them wildlife, the local wildlife. That's how they behave. Okay. You have the Emperor here. You could be dealing with an Aries, but I don't feel like it's this Aries' fault. Aries are very innocent, most likely. Who can relate to that? Usually it's just an Aries who believes that. But I don't know. People pick on Aries a lot. So then you have Four of Wands here. Is a relationship with someone who can be respected. Maybe this is someone who's coming and replacing these immature entities. Or maybe you're an Aries, even though this is a Sagittarius reading. Maybe you're cross-watching for a Sagittarius. I'm not sure, but I'm going to stay focused on the Sagittarius energy. So then you have Four of Wands here. There's reason to celebrate. It seems like the celebration has to do with you kind of getting over yourself. And I'm only going to be honest in this. Getting over yourself. Something was holding you back. Maybe caring about what other people think. And now you don't care anymore. Because it could very well be an Aries that's laughing at you. Or laughing in the background. And you don't have to care anymore. Because I don't think that Aries even knows what they're laughing at. Do you have Ace of Wands in reverse? Something's funny about this as well. I don't know. Maybe because it's a phallic symbol. I don't know what's so funny. Some celebration here happening. Yeah, somebody is definitely operating in a very young energy. So we got the fire alarm, or what is that? Police siren in the background. If you could hear that. Okay. Well, all his fire signs, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, it's sexy. The wands are a sexy suit. So maybe someone's just not mature enough to handle that. Because I'm still feeling like laughing for some reason. But what were they saying? This person wants you to be single forever and admit to themselves that you are pretty. They can't admit that. And they can't admit that they enjoy being around you. Oh, it just sounds like some goofy girls, actually. It's real sad because people with education, I'm not going to speak on everyone, but a lot of people who don't have an education, they don't get to grow beyond high school. Like, they could be in their 50s and still acting like high schoolers, but they're just like serious about it. Like, yes, life is high school, believe it or not. Life is really genuinely middle school, but it's not. People go to college. People get a master's degree. People get a PhD. People work in their field. It doesn't stop at middle school. It doesn't stop at high school. like sad to say, news flash for some people are not watching this, because unless you're cross watching, but this is what they need to hear, I guess, because that's where the immaturity is coming from. Like they're laughing at you for being pretty, and you might mistake this for being something like ugly, even though there's no excuse for being bullied. But I feel like that you're ugly because of this, and it's just not true. Really not true. Like you're actually, I'm not gonna say it. Okay, someone's saying you're actually kind of cute. Only you, devoted, attached, crave. Because I feel like it's a young energy here that's getting a crush. They have a crush. They just don't know how to admit it to themselves. What is this even about? They want you to stay single. Okay. So I guess they're toying with the idea, and I'm not really trying to embody this energy too much, but it is just kind of like all over the place. It's in the wind. It's in the air right now. They're trying to toy with the idea that they can manipulate you in some way. Like, oh, she believes me, or he believes me. He's really going to listen to what I'm saying. So they're kind of playing with the idea that you can't have anybody or you can't get anybody because they want you to be alone. Oh, this is getting deep. Someone says my way or no way. They're selfish, arrogant, pride. They have a big pride, big ego. So this is somebody who might not have gotten love as a child, and now they feel like they're so important because they have to love themselves, but they don't even know what love is. So they're just constantly trying to build up and inflate their ego, and they feel like everyone's attacking them. It's sad. Their parents could have died at a young age, or I feel like their parents are basically dead to them. Their parents didn't love them. Point blank, constantly yelling at them, making them feel like shit. And then that's why they grew up to behave like this. You have password, privacy, confidentiality, and security. They don't want this to be known. But it's very obvious, because someone who behaves like this, look at this guy. It's very obvious. I'm covering what's in his hand. But he's got issues. But he thinks that because he pretends to be like the people he admires, that it's just going to pass. Like, you're not going to notice the difference. With all that to say, he does admire wealthy and successful people, but at the same time, he's probably mocking them and trying to beat them down. So this could be someone you're dealing with. Like, on one hand, they have so much potential because they care enough about themselves to pursue what they feel like they deserve in life. But on the other hand, it's not love. It's really hard to disguise that type of upbringing. If they were abused as children, it's really hard to disguise that. Like, the trauma is going to come out in some way. This is why people go to religion a lot of times, or some other vice. But this person is trying to hide it and overcompensate. I feel like it's maybe somebody that you're going to be walking away from, or maybe planning an exit plan. Maybe come up with an exit plan, because they seem like they have sensitivities. Like, they're afraid to, they don't want this exposed. And like, even though it's like he's like saying shush, like, don't you dare tell my secrets. He's very sensitive and insecure, so he might even like try to lash out. And then we got divine masculine here, so he's very sensitive and insecure, and he may try to lash out. Even if he's pretending to be religious, it's like he's really counting to 10 in his head before he snaps out on somebody. That's the vibe I'm getting. So we have this, like, it's kind of exposed in two different ways, or various ways. Like, this person can come off as a business person, or they could be very religious. Whatever they do, they're very serious and strict about it, and they're just like, my way or the highway. I don't care about your problems. Very, very narcissistic. Yeah, this is the person that's trying to put you down, act like you're not attractive and you can't go out and get nobody else. It's not even about who else you want to be with. I just feel like it's just about your own self-esteem they're trying to interrupt and interfere with. Whether it's an Aries or not, there's a lot of fire sign here energy, but it's very much like gung-ho for whatever they believe in, and not so much about your thoughts and feelings. So that's the energy and the vibe that I'm getting.